So there you go. Jump on the polar bear 10 times, I think, and you get 10 lives and a trophy. Okay, so a good way to farm some lives in Crash Bandicoot 2 is by the bees. And just like that. You want to slide and spin. Whoops. Oh, damn it. So it's a little tricky. You gotta kind of figure out the timing. But you want to come to this checkpoint, the first checkpoint in the level, where the beehive is. Run over here, slide, and do a spin. I'll just speed this up for you so you don't have to watch me do this for the next 10 minutes, which is probably about how long it took. And there you go, 99% Perspiration, which is getting 99 lives. Alright, so next we are going to get the gem path gem on Spaced Out. And in order to do this gem path, you have to have found all 5 colored gems. So keep that in mind if you don't have this gem path unlocked, or if you can't go all the way through it. The reason is because you do not have all of the clear or colored gems. Make sure you hit the checkpoint first. It's pretty important, because if you die on this gem path, you start back at the beginning of the level, and no one wants to do that. So this gem path is a little bit tricky. It's honestly, I think the gem path is easier than the main path, but it is a little tricky. There's a bunch of lives on this too, but as you saw, I had just done the little thing on the behaving level, so I have plenty of lives, so I don't need any of them. Now, the 5 different sections seem to have different like themes, I guess you could say. Like one's platforming, one's more like dodging the things, blah blah blah, like whatever. I don't know what I thought I was gonna do there, but that wasn't gonna work. You just have to be quick on those. Just don't stand on them. Just jump across as fast as you can. You won't get hit by the little shrink rays. Which you can spin those. I didn't know that, and I never did it once, but whenever I watched a video of someone doing the gold relic run, because I was really struggling with it, and they literally stood in that, like when it shoots it down on top of you, and spun, and it didn't hurt them. So that was kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Now the yellow one. This is all about just waiting. Don't rush, because the platforms and the pistons are not synced perfectly. So like this one, you want to wait for it to come back again after the piston goes down, and then it's perfect. And make sure you don't jump too early either and get blocked by the piston. Now this guy, I think he knocks me off here. Or I get hit by the thing. Oh no, there was an attempt where I probably cut out, but he knocked me into that shrink platform, which that's why I ended up doing the slide jump thing, because it worked out so much better. So that's it. And that just takes you to the end of the level to get the gem. Now, this time trial, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably the most satisfying thing I've done. Now this time trial took me so many attempts, and I mean, I don't know if it was any longer than any of the other ones that took me a long time, but this one was hard. Timings on it were crazy. You had to be like perfect with everything. The very end was just the hardest. I could make it through this first part flawlessly almost every single time until I got to the end part. And I would just always, either my time was off or I'd get stuck and I'd just have to basically restart because there wasn't any way I was going to get the gold time. This part, the timing was crazy hard to get down. You have to wait for that guy to do a little shove, otherwise if you jump right away, he's going to hit you. I took a hit there, but it's fine, I still get the time. So just jump over that guy, get under these pistons, get this mask, super important. These things I would get stuck in all the time. This one's pretty difficult, but you want to get through there so you don't have to wait for the pistons again. This, what I would always get stuck on, my Crash would just stop in there for some reason. I don't know, this level just was terrible. And those two are crucial, you have got to get those. This jump's kind of a pain, but as long as you get it, you're fine. And then that was it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best run, obviously, but I think the gold time is 109, so I was like 3 seconds faster. Either way, I was pretty proud of it, because that one took me a long time. It was pretty hard. So that is all of the regular levels done. All gems, all gold relics, etc. Now, I never unlocked the secret level with the polar bear, so that's what we do next. And if you don't know, it's in the Unbearable level, and after you ride Polar and get thrown across this gap, you just have to jump back and then run back. You'll see him sitting there, and you just gotta touch him. You'll get a trophy, and it'll teleport you to the warp room that's all the way down at the bottom, and it unlocks Totally Bear. So then I'd go into Totally Fly because I want to get the relic, because I didn't have the relic. Again, this was easy. You literally just run through it as fast as you can. Don't hit anything. Make sure all your jumps are good. I did have to try it a couple times because some of the jumps were weird and I just didn't make them. But aside from that, it's pretty easy. Just like the other dark level. And I already had the clear gem from this because I had done this back during the normal playthroughs. I just didn't do the time trial because usually I do time trials after I beat the game, which in this game you have to because you need to have the sprint, the R2 sprint key or sprint button, because if you don't have that you will never get the gold times. It's impossible. So don't need to do in these boxes. Those boxes are a pain to get in the to get the clear gem though. You have to do it so fast or you lose your light. So that's it, and get the gold relic, and then we go on to Totally Bear, which was definitely hard, but I wouldn't say it was harder than any of the other polar bear riding levels. So I'm just glad I got it done, and I'm glad this game is done. Okay, moving on to Totally Bear. We are going to get all the boxes. This was actually not as difficult as it may seem. There were two spots that were probably the hardest parts, and that's these. That one I didn't have too much trouble with, but there's another one coming up that you have to like time the jump at the best, like the last possible second that you can jump. Otherwise, you'll either only hit two of the boxes or you completely jump over them. I don't know, it was just really hard to get. But it's this one right here. Yeah. So, it took me a lot of attempts here, but I just speed this up until I actually get it. I just found it really difficult to like line it up do the little boost and jump and get them all. Like, it was a real pain in the ass. I don't know. It just seemed like it was, well, I mean, it was specifically designed to be hard, but it was just weird. You had to boost and literally jump at the absolute last possible second. Otherwise, you fall in the water. So, needless to say, I finally got it. I did get it, like, right there, and I missed the box that sits behind that little statue. So I had to stop and I had to go back, do it a couple more times, and then I finally got it. So this here is the one that I finally get it, and we move on. And then I get these, and the rest of it's pretty easy, to be honest. I did jump there because I didn't know. I hadn't made it that far yet, so I didn't know if they were going to lift it or to leave it down. That's the hard part with those guys. I think I hit the TNT there too. I swear, this polar bear has like magnets in it, and it sucks you to like the TNT and the nitro. I didn't know the level. This was the first time I've ever played it, so I didn't know when I had to boost and all that stuff. But I think after this, actually, I think I died like one more time on another one of those ice block guys. It's this one. Because I wasn't really expecting them to lift it, and they lifted it, and I hit it. Luckily, there was a checkpoint that I had gotten, though, so. I don't think I miss anything else. I think I make it all the way to the end. Yeah, this is the end. I checked to make sure I got all the boxes, and I did. Pick up the gem. And move on. And I believe that is the trophy. Yes. Laser powered Vengence for all the gems. All 42 gems. So now we're going to get the gold relic. You can see I got the sapphire relic already because I obviously didn't get it first try. But it didn't take me nearly as many tries as I thought it was going to. But again, this one, you really just have to use your boosts in a smart way. And I don't think I missed any of the time boxes. I may have missed one. I don't remember. I know I hit all of these though, especially this hard jump coming up. I hit all of them, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I got the timing down on this jump so good, and I would get them almost every single attempt. So yeah, I haven't missed a box yet. I think I do miss at least one. Maybe I don't. Maybe I did get every single box. Yeah, I got every box. Well, every time freeze box. I wonder how close I was to platinum. I never actually checked. And there is the relic one for all 27 relics. Gold or better. Wumpa-Burner engaged. Okay, so this next clip that comes up, there was a hidden trophy, and I didn't really investigate all the trophies before I started going for them. But there's one where you have to quit out of a level 3 times and not pick up the crystal. You can basically just warp into a level and quit immediately. And Cortex gets really pissed. So it gets you the Cortex Infuriated trophy. And he pops up and has a little dialogue, and it's pretty funny. But anyway, I had to start a new game to get it because obviously I had to collect all the crystals. But this is it. I'll let him talk.
Look up at the doorways. There is a big crystal-shaped slot. Fill all 5 crystal slots in this warp room by retrieving 1 crystal from each of the 5 areas. Only after we have filled all of the slots in this room can we continue on our quest. This is the last time I remind you.
Okay, so this next clip is going to be the same clip as the Coco double leg drop trophy, like I said in the previous episode, but this is for the platinum. So with the nature of the way the PS5 records trophies, this is how I have to do it. Now, I'm not going to start Crash Bandicoot Warped until probably after I finish The Last of Us Part 1, because I'm going to start playing that tonight at midnight. So anyway, if you liked the video, let me know, and I'll see you next time.